In April 2012, the British Museum's North American collection hosted a delegation of Inuinnait from the Central Arctic, organized by the Northwest Territories Literacy Council. 6 delegates made the 7,000-mile trip to the museum and spent 5 days viewing and interacting with the museum's collection of Inuinnait material, which numbers some 250 objects. The overall goal of the project was to have representatives from the Inuinnait communities engage with the collection and to collect the memories that the objects trigger. The visit to the British Museum provided Inuinnait the opportunity to formulate and present their own interpretation of their history and traditional skills to the wider public. These collections provide a comprehensive ethnography of the Inuinnait people at that period in history and are the oldest collections in the world of their type. For the Inuinnait delegates, this was an opportunity to awaken sleeping words which had fallen into disuse in the Inuinnaqtun language through the changes their societies have experienced in the last century. For the museum, it was a chance to learn more about the collections from the people to whom they mean most. No one from the Inuinnait communities had ever seen the collection. In a society based on oral tradition with no written history, triggering memories, stories, songs, and sleeping language is an important part of literacy development. This project deepened our understanding of the relationship among the objects, the Inuinnaqtun language, memories, stories and songs, as well as Inuinnait traditional skills. During the 5 days at the British Museum stores, experts and elders from the communities of Cambridge Bay and Uqauhiit were allowed not only to look at, but to handle the objects. Through this interaction with the objects, the experts and elders used their knowledge to piece together some of the language, processes, and techniques that are close to being lost. The visit was an emotional experience for the delegates. The experience of reintroducing the collections to the Inuinnaqtun language for the first time in a century or more reduced many to tears.
It was really amazing to see the trees and the plants and everything, and being able to go out with just a thin sweater or a jacket, the different climate.
I thought it was really, really awesome, and I really thought that because it was such a big place, I was really expecting to find really big stores. But I had fun, going around seeing places and realizing that all the buildings are made out of brick. Going into some of the places where it's really old, and it was so awesome. I've never seen places like that, and how close everything is.
It really makes you appreciate your home,
Space.
where you come from.
One of the things that really stood out was how to get the birds. They were called kilamit out. And, they're the things you twirl and then you throw them at the birds or the ducks and they wrap around them and then they fall. The other one was the spear that sort of had these 3 prongs in the middle. That was really awesome, but at the same time, you're wondering, what did they ever use them for and that, and how did they use them, for what purposes, for what animals, and what time of the year. Those were all the things that came to my mind every time I see a tool or something that they use. I know some of them you can use year-round, some of them you use seasonally, and some of them you use, I think, in certain types of weather and stuff like that. All those things always came into mind as soon as I saw the artifacts or the items that we're looking at. And I think the biggest thing that came to mind was every time I saw the tools that they used and that were so much an essential part of their survival, how could they give up these things while it was their, survival gear? Maybe they thought what they got was a better bargain for it, maybe a knife or a pot or something else that they thought was more useful in trading with these items that were so awesome. Yeah.
Woohoo! Seeing through the eyes of people in 18-something.
Holy cow, all of these things that we saw are not seen or used anymore, not a lot of them in a way. If you get, the more information you get on them, the more we have to document for, the future generations. Not only for them, look at us, we're stumped with some of those items.
One of the most memorable items that I saw down there were the crimp shoes, because we had been looking for those for so long, and when we realized they were there, and we went down and we seen them on the first day. It was so emotional, being able to touch them and see them and smell them and look at exactly how do you think they were made, how do you think the pattern was made, what they were made from, and who wore these last, and knowing they came from Prince Albert Sound, people of the Large Bay used them in the time frame that my great-great-great-grandparents were around that area. And the other item was that spear with the with the tattoo markings, the designs on that shaft part where they alternate from one side to the other. With these designs right here. Those designs on that shaft, on that harpoon, some sort of harpoon. Seeing that and looking at my great-grandmother's tattoos, photos of that and matching them, the similarities, that was really touching, like powerful to see things like that, knowing where those tools came from. The copper ulus and the copper needles, those were really significant from the stories where our elders told us how far they have to go and get copper for their tools, and the stories behind the copper hunting, how they make noise for people to find it, how they say copper sings or copper talks so you can hear them. Hivulipta.
Now night kutigilak pagait, then they can see it sticking up out of the ground and they'll know where it is, and then they can, get some more material from it to make more tools.
The drum and the drum dance clothing were just so amazing to see. That drum is so old, like looking at it and touching it, wondering what kinds of songs and celebrations it went to, how many people use that drum and whose drum was it, how many stories were told through drum songs using that drum. It was so amazing to see a drum so well preserved for hundreds and hundreds of years.
And so well made, and it's still to be in that condition where we could barely keep our own drums in that condition in this day and age. And I think a lot of it was to do with the climate and the moisture in the air, the coolness of everything and that. But those drums, like you said, they were so significant for celebrations, for preserving song and dance, and also to make up song and dance from the experiences they had so that they could be remembered and learned by the other singers and dancers.
This is all material from the Hanbury collection.
I feel like I'm dreaming. I just got chills. Here we are starting to take a look at some of the tools that have come out. There's ulus, chisels, harpoon heads, arrowheads, needle. This is a very emotional day. Knowing that we're touching stuff that our grandparents made. It feels heavy. I assume that native copper is heavier than manufactured copper because of all the different minerals that are with it. The way that I was told, copper pushes itself out so the person could find it and use it for tools. The way I understand it, copper was considered a living being. And it sort of gives itself to you so you can use it to make tools. It's just like when we go hunting, an animal gives up its life so your family can eat and have clothing. And that's one of the things that we always tell our kids. After you go hunting and you've taken something down, you say thank you to it. So you can, for one thing that I always say when I get a muskox, I say, thank you for giving up your life so my family can eat. So it's it's just like a living thing.
Yeah. Kuya hanani akeni kalgen liuman hanani kangoya karvia kangaralu pihara ngamik tuktu hiya tohutik kangoya tarvia.
Kapihilik tume uyarakiatut nunata ijangani tahamani kangoya garvin amiga dekti takuwakime.
Kangoya.
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 Kivio tigita.
Mom, when she saw the picture of these scissors, she goes, "Oh, I wonder if we invented scissors too."
Kivio tinikta pakkahotik ajilio na khigamigine. Aperiao gamikle pileo kuyao pluti. Ajilio kuplugit pipkaktitao gamik kivio tinik pileo himal. Gimala.
Small and big.
Ulu kuna ai. Gimala mikit kian.
The most important thing about this collection is that while it's been here for 160 years, nobody has really written about it or documented it properly. So when we work with native communities, with Inuit people, what we want to do is obtain really good information about that collection so that it can go up on the web so that it's accessible to anybody, not just Inuit and not just Inuit from Canada, but people from all over the world. Some of them don't. So these ones were collected by this man called Hanbury, who was a private explorer who went up to the Central Arctic a couple of times, and in his second visit in 1902 he went along the coast and he made a collection of about 60 things, beginning with the loon cap, and he stayed with people. It was in the spring and they were still out on the ice in snow houses, and he stayed with them and he took photographs of them, but we haven't found his photographs yet. Those will be the first photographs of Inuit. So today, when people have looked at the dance clothing, when they've looked at the copper knives, the panna, and they've been able to explain what the materials are, what is wolf skin and what is fawn skin from a caribou, and what is an older caribou, and what is ugruk, and what is bearded seal, and what is not bearded seal, and all of those things, and describe all the different parts of a parka, of an amauti for a woman. All of that information is hugely important, and it's a really vital opportunity to have elders here today to be able to do that. Otherwise we lose the information, and it's only by talking to people and doing this kind of project that the objects come alive.
These ones are Kangaryong mute, Dortorak Numiutik Uqauhiit, Numiutik Hivulipta, Atungang mit Pileuchimayon, Hamnatau Mitkoyachimayo, Dortorak Natta, Imaileuchogik Mechochimayain, Malwinangok Tuk Aqog Uluqaqtuumi Imaituleoqtaaqtum Taipahuklu Oqealuk Ayuviaktoq Oqaqimayoq Taipahummit Iliharume Taipahuk Tahamanitillugu Ayueqautikpagu Pileoqtaaqtuuloqqihimi Taipahuk Aannialermattuulleertugun
Anga Takupchagiganga Shanilirauna Takupchagiganga Anga Yanga Eyanga
Nalungatsit Pagtaqqut Qanoq Merhutika Uqtutika Ayueqalerapta Qanoq Ihumagiviu
Taima Tautuqauhiit Ihumagivara Ivertit Piaqpaqumlugu Ivertit Piaqumlugu Inuitakuwaktakhat Uwaptingnunnarli ima Ilihimayaptingnik habangittugut Inu aallavlu takuvagakhamik habaktitaunahorrettugut Kakkijabiaqarugiatarlagu Ayornarnaranu tikitpatunitjavaqa ai kakkitigu Awai ya tu sang nak sak pakpan. Awalivuni ma tu sang nak sak pakpan. Awai ya Shaninga yuling ming nung nakakpagkaming Awalivuni matu sang nagsakpagpan Away Tama pilyak pagtay Nuat katiging itatik Inming pula ka ngamik Ako'y magtugaloy di hili inong nuna. Tay matok. Ako'y ngamik inya ngamik pitinik atok himay tunik. Ato haktanik ato limay piaktut. Atok himay tuinangnik. Atok kami ungit tuinangnik. Atok ahokil tuting numerahoayuktut. Tay matok pit ko hekaluangin. Kau yakaluawun ubagut. Tau Tuppaaqtauffaaqtut ubagut. Nahu. Kanok liok miliuna.
Kanok tau hapkot tay na kaktun.
Hapkuat tay na kaliyetut. Ate kakinak tut kimi tuat tukaliglo. Una tuat tukalig tukalig
juta uba.
Tuat tukaliujuta ubakit kanay tuat kitirarok. Hamunay naktok imatut. Nekok himayut. Ilaging walwak. Kadli nakalingmik taok taygok tas. Kung nakadli nakalingmik taygok kukangan itok.
We refer sleeping words to words that are not being used anymore, or you don't have the opportunity to use the words because of the modern world we live in, and we don't see or do these activities anymore. A lot of the time, it's only when we're looking at traditional objects that these words come back.
Now not harong the unakimi. Now ligaut habun biu.
So now ligaut is the term for throwing your harpoon. Dam net dal echat.
Uqauhiit kingin.
When the opportunity arises, we wake them up and then record them and make a note of them so that we know for what reason or what opportunity these words can be used.
So depending on which tribe or community you come from, then they either say echat or now ligaut.
Kangariang miut hapkot numiutin. Uqauhiit tuat Uqauhiit Uqauhiit numiutigi paktain. Ananattema mamata engattau miutlo ananatteenilo haluhillo taipahuklo hapkot annoangutait ikpako haraqlo higalok annoraximayullipoksunni tautuleqpaktarri. Pihuarangamik Cook River mit ekkahavelungmun tahamani tahapkot ilait ekaluptut puanit pihuayullo ulukhaqtormiut kangeriuarmiut tikiaqatigigaangamik hapkuninga aannoraanik atorrutik numeqpearaalutik.
Where? Ogden Bay.
They're close to this region. This kind of style.
Yeah. almost Lapland
Yeah.
style.
Hamunga, mitko hamna imadio hamna. Imadio mitko hamna hamunga ay hapkunungan no ay. Ay, unahan mo ngayon na mitko no. Imadio ngayon.
Kakini, Mickey Velo. Kali ini kongnya sama yununak dong.
I'm not yun kawa. Narikawa mo din natipin na kibutunay.
Teng nakik dong.
Iya. Natili tayo may narikatya nga naman. Kaya nakita.
Haman ako na unan nga kanukatutikiya ka hanitakulang.
They're primitive tools. The museum has theirs.
Nasirtuning ito haluk. Hamna aho. Kaimaktumig imalak manakimamna.
Kailangan perelok dong.
Kipitak siya mayo na kami ay.
Kipitik kami nakagami ay. Tukto ang meron na isukatok. Kipitik kami nakayokam.
Tipa yung mata mami yan. Tipa yung niluilitang nakako. Tikunaw yakay. Tipa yung tulay. Over 100 years tipa yung. Tipa yung.
Numiyo daw yung nakhiyaw ay.
Numiyo daw yung nakhiyaw na daw.
Numiyo daw yung
Ako ang may tinaway.
Ako ang may.
Ako ang may
nakuli.
tiriyak ang mitago tayo may daw.
Kaya nga, mihi yung naktukikto aki mayo nakigami ay.
Taki, ako ang may.
Ako ang may tikoy.
Ayaw ka ma-ako ang may.
Ayaw, titita ko yan.
Ayaw ka ma. Kaya may liyok to.
Gaki.
Ako ang may tiyuto fita. O nga ako ang may timan naman. Ayaw ka ma.
Very.
Ha?
Moonwalk now.
Unang daw numiyo. Numiyo daw unang kanyayo miyo tat numiyo ta. Daw tong pagtakot piksan. Pihuang megangamik tikiw tigangamik ikaluptut te miulo kanyayo miulo. Koklok tong miulo no na mi pihuagangamik numilerangamik hapkuninga ano akutik. Alehu lukao tigiplugit. Wow. Niyaylo Uktu tekangit uktu tait piak tuming
Mekho pak. No tatsa uktu tay tuming mekhuli ma.
Look at their nails. Alam iya.
Ada kamang na imayo ko ukto sa po na imayo. Kanok takitidang tayo imayo.
They just measure with their hands.
Flip it over.
Fulani to hum.
Una kengoa te idarin ngata tuktumai. Kengoa te idarin ngata. Kengoa te idarin. Talpanau nai.
You did umba? No. Must be Unitoham.
Nagyokawin.
Nagyokawin.
Hamna idun mugit kutinuanga hidatani hamna. You know, ima avadit kuma idun mungniamat amekai hamna idun mugit kutinuanga. Tuatun.
I don't understand.
So the edge won't flip.
So the edge won't slip.
Curl in. Okay.
That's why they put this one out inside. Something like kekatata.
Okay,
Okay,
I understand.
okay.
Bias tape mikpaluktunan.
You know the way they sew them long ago, sometimes the words get lost because we don't use them anymore, because we don't have the opportunities to use the language. And so those words are disappearing. But when they put them into the language we understand today using the modern materials, that's when they come back.
This is sewn inside.
She just said it.
Ilun mugit kuta.
She said Ilun mugit kuta. And then only one she said karatata, and then she used today.
Una, this piece here, I want to see this one. Una, no. Tuk.
Just trying to figure out which part of it.
Over. Pamilkakwe. Uwa imay tua. Tuk. Una, no. Tay may ikwa. Ikwa te idanga. That's what I was wanting about. Ikwa te idanga.
Yeah. Hanna. Kati mai hamunga. Ikwa te idanga unutuktu. Now night
I bet you they try to use one skin to make one park.
Hatunu kami una taman. Iruitunu na po.
Pinnakutan.
una uwang kilo tungnaw na ito. Uwang kilo ka.
Kilo kang kami na.
Ilanaw na ito.
Oh no, iman na.
Kijuito.
Una pinnakuti iblo hamon na pinnaramay.
Hamon na luay.
Mekhoke may walok taham na tahapwa iloni.
Hamon.
Ataw ay alla. Uvalu.
Amigay dumiglibiyo.
Uva na hobig ta kun naktokimi natkang mayo hamuna ay. Hamna nakhokha mayo hamunga. Kimi hamna.
Iruito hanay.
Na. Kimi hokta hamna nakhokha mayo tay.
Ija nga iha koti mayon na kami ay. Koti mayon to na ito. Una imay nga nuwato inman. Uwang nga koti mayon na kami.
Ilang ako uwang may
Hamna lu'i.
It would have been fine like this, but if they took a piece off from here, it would go
To make
like
it
that to make it
shape.
shape.
Tuk amianit kakoni hamna kayo ilak tuk daw himagluni hanayaw himayo kikianit daw maybe copper Hivulipta.
Kikia very no na kikia ding.
Really, what kind of
Kikia very with na god
Katinaktu. Tai ma habit katiraga migai.
Iya.
Yeah.
Habiyan no kumuna.
112 years old.
That says Hudson Bay.
1900.
Iglo o matakulak.
Oh, that was
You
Can you lay it flat?
Ask him
I'll
first.
hold it up this way. As you can tell, I love holding them.
Dam nagtitira kanok uvanik.
W. Hudson Bay, presented by D. Hanbury, ESQ 1900.
One more. Maybe he can start on that. Opponents.
Kano, no me katigi. No me katigi, dahil man, no me katigi ni aking ito, no me katigi. No me katigi, tama.
Tara nga militam na. Duniyaw laka nga mi kanok litayaw vaktok tam na. Daw tuki mayakalo ka tam na. Tam na numero nga mi inumut alam na. Tam na ibalu.
Ani tiyo midakta ko. Pekset, angit rakam nutit ako yung kapipikset ako.
Gotta get my camera.
Be careful, be careful.
You can.
Are you holding it?
There you go. That should be right.
I'm too small to, naman. Yakuan na. Ay. Guana, my dad too, and my granny. They're the good ones too, from that. That's why I wanted to carry it and show it to my family, my kids. Make me feel good. Good. Something to take home. That's making me feel better. Very good. There, I'm ready to go. Anwanga. Taima, anwanga. Anwa.
Anwa ikayuta.
Anwa konghemya.
Unataw anwa.
Duck bones look like our bird. Seal claws, seal skin.
Tahami tahapa anwam taivangai anaro tai matu taivang mai inut ko chipta anaro angata ang pinai anwam taivangai koyagin nang okong han mutat anwang mat Una kano taivang na kataivang na kaya manginap kinuwang tahapko hapko ano mga kawin mangitot ka
Ubang kau emang tunga angat kong may karukut yan. Uy karang nga time na di ka karukut yan angat pagkimagaluan. Takuyak manginap ko angat kumonip kaktaw.
Nagdak or
Nattiyo cookie na.
I mean amya hamna. Una hamna.
Nattiray. Nattiyo wit ko kaktuk dahan hamna. Hamna ilitang naktukang mailanga. Nattiray.
Natjak ugyo gumulong.
Ugyo may hapkuan ang inyahan.
hat pandato hat pandama
Nattiyo yokli hapkuan hauni. Nattiyo blukukin. Iya.
hapko ke meeting ping mijam
Hauni ta. Ting miam. Iya. Ting miam hauni ta. Aku ko ihawin.
Duck bones,
Duck bones and
seal claws,
rapid
seal skin. I'd say
Ting miam.
maybe a ritual to go with the animals that you're around, like probably to do with the marine mammal, this one. My brother-in-law and I have been trying to figure out how to make these.
16?
Yeah.
unak kita kamayo gamikay
21.
So one of the first.
Diyo habak tunga nagiyo uming mam nagiyo ining uming mam nagiyo ining pwede siniw na kahaman kopit kangam ke kano kada unak kita ko okok man meho kimma ko pektek pagay unak kang tatay mato habak tunga oh
The length of the
Okay.
bow is 4
I'm the Louis.
by 2 years. It's
All
4.
hamna ay.
Darba margo himayo imatul margo himayo imatul piblu ataw hamon imay diyo kangat ataw tuntay may didang mata tay may diyo katakto ma
Kan periksa.
kipin na huwitaw kipikangam taay iwaro panay imuraya kangap ti pero blugin imatod or kahit takawit pidak pagtawad imurayangin na pagtutama tayo madyo kamana kayo kaya kila tayo matama ito imay diti ka pukima kasi ka pukima kuwana
Ang unya to ata kino kanawit tim piu te kaptok.
Una ubu nga iduito hirata, ubu na kagata titi imeri nga yoga miae. Una kihim idudla uewe kagata tiki ekto.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I gotta go caribou hunting to get nagyuk.
Una na pinakata himayo.
Tuktu nagyuni.
Tuktum na hiyoy. Imeri nga yoga. Kipukti nga yoga miae.
Amna.
Kipukti nga yoga nakaminay manay.
Amna ay. Atak kamang nito ko na ang naluk na ito ko ay. Atak kamang na.
Hanap kaktitaw
Tako. Ham na ato mayo na kami mayak to ham na. Kako nga dito ham na ato mayo kami mayak to yukay. Ato kami to kalinaw na ikinayani.
Iya.
Nangat ko tanin sa may hibuapi yung manang biblo.
Kahamatay may tuyo na kali. Unan na pinakataki mayo.
Tuktu nagyuni.
Tuktum na hiyoy. But this is different.
Ia una ikadukyo ko tiyaw nginami ay aho alamik dahil tsaka ko
Kaya
nakakaya.
alam mo tayo takapanayo.
Dahil
Ekarukyo tawang namin. Timiyakyo tawang.
We're looking at these spears and we could not figure out why the spear had barbs here out in the middle. And then when somebody just a few minutes ago explained what they were for, I just realized why there's these barbs in the middle in case they miss the bird. Probably with the front part of the spear, they have a chance in the middle to catch it.
Na waktu dia awya mi chulai muhan, na awya gamit. Kimi tukot ka September ko ang doni akasing ko ang doni talpatwa.
Later on, maybe towards the fall, we're thinking they pick them. So when they pick them, the inside of the willows is not so liquidy and causes it not to warp as much.
Uke akanganay. Now they have to do it kiyutak panay with you. Ay. Ikurat tirain mata. Ikulalong mata.
oftentimes the Inuit would travel to a place where they have the willows. So I remember one of the elders often would travel to Uqauhiit area to pick up willows and then travel back to the community.
And one of the reasons why there's certain times of the year you go pick them is when they're dry. We're at Uqauhiit, so let's check out some willows. I'll probably dry this stuff up for maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, see how it is after a while. This one's got a nice, not too bad bend to it.
So when you talk about drying them, how will you dry it? Indoors?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in my furnace room. I think that should be enough. I'll compare this one to a later fall one, and I'll let you know. We had about 10 participants, both male and female, that were interested to come up and try to learn how to make the cable back traditional bows that we've seen in a museum in England. And we had about 15 maybe. And we made the wooden longbows with the braided sinew and made some arrows with the ones that I made have copper and caribou antler, as close as possible as I can make them to what we saw in England at the British Museum. I got to use it on muskox. This arrow still has the blood on it, and this arrow went into muskox. One out of caribou antler and one with copper. And on the third shot, when I was going to put the third arrow into the muskox, I heard the limb crack, so I can't really use his bow anymore. But I got to say I used it enough. Got to hit a muskox with it.
We're so thankful for partnerships, for having us go down to Britain to look at these items. It took a lot of years of planning and putting things together. NWT Literacy Council, ICRC, the museum in Britain, working so hard to get the crew from Uqauhiit, ICS, and Literacy Council, the professor from Lethbridge, getting us all down there to go through the items. I'm so thankful for all the work and support they gave us to get us there.
Awaya tu sang nagsakpagpan. Awalivunin matu sang nagsakpagpan. Awaya ya 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 ya. Siya ngayuling ming nung nakakpagkaming. Awalivunin matu sang nagsakpagpan. Awaya ya 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 ya.